Live from New York at the home of the Knicks, it's the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side are analysts Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. From the sideline, we'll have the Hall of Famer David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a bit. The Knicks happy to return to New York after the road trip. Well, it's been an improvement this year over last season. They made a lot of adjustments, and happy to see that they translate into some tangible results.
And I think for the Knicks, they played some good basketball this year. They have to consider this season to be a success in terms of where they are at this point.
Yeah, they're certainly in better shape than I thought they'd be at this stage of the season. And by now we know when they're at their best, they can compete with any team in the league.
Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Well, Kevin Durant is much improved as a defender, and maybe it's some overdue appreciation, at least as he sees it. He said, people are starting to recognize me as more than just a scorer. I've been trying to shake that rap since 2012. I look to impact the game on both ends of the floor. Kevin, back to you.
A two-way player to be sure, D.A. Thanks. Well, tonight a battle between two very talented front courts, Doris. This could get pretty physical.
Well, this is a night, Kevin, to me, where the officials could dictate the level of physicality. They know that both teams have big, burly guys up front, that these guys like to engage physically, and so how is the game officiated? Particularly at the start, that could set the tone for what could be a cage match.
Personally, do you like those kind of games, Doris?
I like a certain level of physicality, Kevin. I do think that we've cleaned up the perimeter game. I think officiating is such a nuanced deal that the best officials understand innately how something should be called.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, the talented forward pair of Durant and Green at the 3 and the 4. Curry and Thompson are the 1 and the 2. And it's Cousins in at the center position. And so it's the Warriors getting on the board first. The pass to Knox, stolen by Durant. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it, the fast break chance. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a three-point play opportunity.
Well, Draymond Green is a smart, strong guy who is able to finish through contact.
And Draymond Green, an extremely vocal leader. He's in his teammates' ears, always trying to keep them on edge, also in his opponent's ears as well. And then there's the officials. He tends to like to get in their ears as well.
Free throw drops for Green. And Draymond Green, Greg, has been among the league leader in technicals. If you're one of his teammates or his coach, do you try to get him to dial it back?
You know, his greatest strength can probably also be his greatest weakness. That fire and motivation, really second to none. But I'd be careful not to hamper that enthusiasm.
And the Warriors with possession here, following the score by New York. Curry, good.
Well, the effectiveness in between the perimeter and the basket. Curry relishes the opportunities he gets in mid-range.
Now here is Hardaway. Porzingis kicks to Ntilikina. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Doris, when you look at Frank Ntilikina, the first thing that might strike you is how long his arms really are.
Right, that wingspan in the 7'1" mark. And I'll tell you what you like is that Ntilikina really knows how to use that length to his advantage on the defensive end.
Shooting 2.
That free throw missing. And last season, LeBron said that the Knicks made a mistake passing on Dennis Smith Jr. in the draft. Of course, they took Frank Ntilikina out of France.
Yeah, a little shade thrown Ntilikina's way last season. Of course, he's one of the youngest players in that draft, and so plenty of time for this young man to fulfill his potential.
And he can't make the second free throw either. Listen both.
And the French native has already made an impact. Ntilikina is a young guard who plays with confidence and purpose.
And that one is good.
Boy, that makes them 4 out of 5 to start this thing. They're finding very good shots early on.
Pass to Porzingis. Pass to Knox. Sinks that one from the post. Knox has got his first points in this one.
Oh, nice screen. Really a poor defensive reaction and the obvious result.
You simply can't give them it. You have to fight through the screen and at least get a hand in the face of the shooter.
Curry passes to Cousins. Durant in the corner. Shot clock at 6. Good on the three-point shot. Durant's got his second basket of the night.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Cousins against Cantor. They set the screen. Porzingis can't hit.
Yeah, blown opportunity after the two-man game creates a terrific look.
Well, he simply misfired. You've got to capitalize when the screen opens up wide open shots like that.
Now here's Durant. He's coming off a 40-point game against Washington.
And what a wrecking ball defensively, seen by the 4 steals he had in that game.
Porzingis. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Well, that's a good, strong finish. Porzingis not shying away from getting after it.
Curry kicks to Green. Passes it to Thompson. Here's Cousins. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
Boy, excellent team basketball. Used the screen to free himself up and drill the jump shot.
Knox the pass to Cantor. There's a screen. There's a screen by Cantor. Here's Porzingis. He doesn't hit that one. Durant with some nice D.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, pretty amazing to have a collection of shooters like Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, and Kevin Durant all together on the same team. We're talking about 3 of the league's best shooters ever in the history of the league. People try to rank these guys against each other, guys.
That free throw, no good. Well, if you go by Andre Iguodala, he once called Klay Thompson the best shooter on the planet.
Well, if there's a player that should know, Andre Iguodala would be there. He's had to defend the primary scorers across the NBA, and I'm sure he and Klay have gone at it in practice. And there's no doubt, guys, Klay is spectacular. He has many, many great years ahead of him, provided his health stays good.
Well, early on, just watching certain veteran players, Doris, continuing to play at a high level after so many years.
And what you love is the great ones seem to adjust their games along the way, and not only adjust their games, but add dimensions, whether it's being able to go down into the low post position, if you're a point guard, a 2-guard, or even a 3-man. But the other part of this, Kevin, is the off-the-court stuff. The better nutrition that these guys are being much smarter about. The strength and conditioning programs they're putting themselves through in the offseason. All of that raises the level in the NBA. Curry
kicks to Green. Back to Curry. From deep. Porzingis with the rebound. Knicks trail by 4. From past the arc. Buries it from 3-point range. Porzingis has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
This is where the respect you have for Porzingis' ability to drive is when he can pull up that jumper and become a real handful.
Now here's Curry. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Washington.
And guys, he was also huge on defense, turning away 2 shots and altering countless more.
And so here is New York, following the miss by DeMarcus Cousins. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Boy, Kev, how about Porzingis? Shrugs off the hit. That work in the weight room paying off already. You gotta love the time he's put in to make himself a challenge.
Porzingis making his return after ACL surgery last season.
It's just nice to see him back. I mean, you remember that injury just took the wind out of the Knicks and their fans. However, it set their direction as they took a more long-term developmental approach.
One shot.
That free throw good from Porzingis.
How about the day before the draft? Kristaps Porzingis said it was, quote, his dream to play for New York. Said it's a basketball city, big-time spotlight. I can take it. How cool is that, guys?
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. And Doris, isn't it amazing, talking about Porzingis, that he was actually booed when the Knicks made their selection?
It is, Kev. We know New York's a tough town, tough media, obviously, and if they don't know you, they will challenge you. But I've got to say this, Porzingis has proven the haters wrong.
Durant kicks to Cousins, shoots over Cantor, and again, it's the Warriors missing. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they've put the defense on the defensive.
But Kevin Durant is playing spectacular defense, and it sets the tone for the entire team.
There's a screen by Cantor. Some nice passing by New York here. He can't get that one to fall. Nice D from Cousins. Thompson up top, guarded by Hardaway. Feeds it to Green. There's a good screen. Cousins. And the Warriors miss again. For New York, they've gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. And Cantor wide open. He shoots. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
Well, looking very confident in his Cantor off the catch and shoot. That's nice.
Ball stolen. And a fast break now for the Knicks. Here's Ntilikina. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two. New York shooting their fourth and fifth attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Ntilikina. 2 shots. Two shots.
The first free throw is good.
You know, in this era of the Golden State Warriors, it's easy to forget the lean years. Prior to this 6-year run, guys, the last time they had made it to the playoffs 4 consecutive seasons, 1952.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And Doris, the Warriors' 6-year playoff run, tying their record set in the first 6 years of the franchise's existence.
That's when they were playing back in Philadelphia. And just to give you a little more context, only 3 of those seasons did they have a winning record. Make no mistake, this is the golden era of Warriors basketball.
Timeout called the Warriors.
You know, it'll be interesting to see what coach draws up here.
Well, they need to stop this run. A great timeout that hopefully gives his team some energy.
And here are the numbers for DeMarcus Cousins. Great showing for him last season. Putting up about 25 points per, 13 rebounds, and 5 assists. He has been at his most dynamic, no question about it, a real handful.
Let's make no mistake, one of the elite talents in the NBA and operating at the highest level right now.
Now here's Cousins. Durant the pass to Cousins. Poked loose. And now Knox running the floor all by himself. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
You know, I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And Doris, something we used to see a lot more of. But for a guy like James Harden or Steph Curry, that's still a very viable option.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. I mean, if you've got the likes of LeBron James or Kevin Durant or Chris Paul, guys who are able to create their own offense, to me, you want to take advantage of that skill set. It's about what your personnel strengths are. So can you surround a great creator with the shooters necessary? Because if you do, all of a sudden as a defense, there's a price to pay if you're going to help off, right? Because somewhere, some way, the best offensive talent is going to showcase its skill.
Mario Hezonja's checked in for the Knicks. Trey Burke comes in for Ntilikina. Jordan Bell's checked in for the Warriors. Livingston comes in for Kevin Durant. And he's good on the second.
Well, you think about the New York Knicks last season and any number of challenges they faced. Jarrett Jack was probably the closest thing they had to a legit playmaker in the NBA. Here's a guy who led his team with 5.5 assists per game.
Now here's Curry. Shot to stop the drought, and it's good on the way in.
I'll tell you, nothing like having excellent interior position and the athleticism to finish. Jordan Bell, step to the mic, sir.
There's a screen by Cantor. Cantor sets the pick for Porzingis. Thompson with the rebound. And Dora's talking about the Knicks. Even without a dedicated playmaker, they were still above league average in the assist category.
Well, they show you that you can conquer that metric with shared responsibility. And that certainly works if you're moving the basketball well. But you also, I think, need that one guy who, when everything else breaks down, can make a play for himself or for a teammate.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Cantor. And it's Baker in for Knox. Green dishes to Curry. Good, and it's Curry assist. Curry's got 5 points so far.
Well, it really doesn't matter whether the offense is clicking. Steph Curry's long-range shot is a reliable option always.
Noah's shot is off. The Warriors have gone 8 of 15 from the field, shooting above 50% here tonight. Livingston kicks to Curry. Jerebko the screen. Curry can't get it to go. New York's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Lasagna, the pass to Baker. Here's Burke. The pass to Porzingis. Over Bell. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Now here's Livingston. Burke covering. They get it back. Another shot. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. Hezonja kicks to Porzingis. Down low. It's stolen by Curry. Pass to Jerebko. Drains the three-pointer. Jerebko's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Boy, the D just not quite close enough to prevent that three. I mean, you can't give him that kind of space.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. Once considered a huge bust, Mario Hezonja has started to come alive and find his place in the NBA.
Let's remember, this is a man who got his rookie option declined and had to make the most of some chances and showed he still has upside last season. This guy was thought to be on the verge of leaving the NBA, but it's starting to come around.
Cook, he's checked in for Curry. And where the shots been coming from tonight? Here's a look broken down by paint, mid-range, and three-point shot attempts so far for the Knicks.
And they've really shied away from the mid-range. That's a new school style, and looking for shots beyond the arc and at the rim. Those tend to be far more efficient.
Here's Lasagna. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. And the Knicks lead by 1.
Well, tracking down rebounds with ease. Kristaps Porzingis, outstanding mobility.
There's the pick. Livingston dishes to Jerebko. Bell with a screen on Noah. Here's Green. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
Burke, the pass to Porzingis. Now Hezonja, headed by Green. Here's Porzingis. No good that time. And Golden State will go the other way with it. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And once they established a flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
I think, Greg, you can't expect to win with that kind of effort. The defense was nowhere to be found, and it cost them all night long.
Clock at 4. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Livingston, no luck.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Of course, I'm sure you look at these players, evaluate who could make a possible head coach out of the group I'm watching right now. And I'm sure there are a couple players that come to mind for it.
Well, I think when you just talk basketball intellect, one of the first guys that comes to mind is Rajon Rondo. I mean, his insatiable appetite to watch film, to have complete understanding not only of the sets of his own team, but Rajon Rondo, when he's on the defensive end of the floor, as soon as a play is called, he will repeat it and basically tell the teammates, hey, look for this action here. So Rajon Rondo comes to mind. Someone like Andre Iguodala, who also is someone Steve Kerr has referred to as maybe the smartest player he's ever been around. Now, so much more to coaching than just basketball intellect. You've got to be willing to deal with the egos and things, and do these players want to do that? Who knows? I think one thing you think about when you talk about Steve Kerr is how much he has relished having an opportunity to coach an amazing collection of talent. He knows more perhaps than most that great players are required to be successful. That doesn't mean it's an easy job. You've got to manage expectations year after year.
Now here's Thompson. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Washington.
Yeah, I was also struck by how well he shared the basketball. He created a lot of easy buckets with that passing ability.
Yeah, how about that move there by Thompson? Coming off the pick, creates just enough room to launch that jumper.
And as you watch Kerr, he really has his own distinct coaching style.
How about Kevin? He once said that coaching is 90% creating environment and 10% strategy. Now listen, we know this guy is tremendous with X and O's, but there's something helpful about his sense of humor and his upfront, honest approach.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Noah the screen. Baker kicks to Burke. Here's the teardrop. No good on the shot. Good D by Bell. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
The D slow to rotate, and he misses out on an easy chance from mid-range.
The drive by Noah. Bell with the block.
Well, you've got that length and athleticism. Put it to good use, Jordan Bell.
Here's the Warriors with the ball. They're on a 14-5 run. Now here's Livingston, looking for his first basket still in this one. Clock at 6. Pass to Thompson. Over Hazonia. Got a piece of it. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Warriors lead by 2. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. Kevin Durant talked about his teammates and about the Warriors roster, the envy of every team in the league.
I like our depth. I like that we could play, we can play big, we can play small, we can match up with a lot of different teams. And it's just a matter of us going out there and playing consistent basketball. It's easier said than done. But we like who we are right now. We just got to continue to keep getting better.
You know, Greg, KD has a lot of help with his team.
And that's why he signed with the Warriors. But even with all their talent, you can bet Durant is going to be leading the charge.
And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
Protecting that rim early on, that's been a big factor for them tonight.
I'll tell you, rejection after rejection. The other team having a tough time scoring.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin the second quarter. They've got Bell. Klay Thompson is out there with Yarebko. And there's Livingston. And it's Cook in at the point. Here's Bell. That's tipped. Here's Moutier. They set the pick. Noah the pass to Hazanya. Noah the screen. Here's Baker. The putback. It's good on the putback. Noah's got it all tied up now for New York.
That's a big-time offensive rebound and conversion. The passion of Noah on display again.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Draymond Green is a former Defensive Player of the Year, and he remembers his motivation. They said I fell in the draft because what position would I guard? I'll never forget that. I'm comfortable guarding any position. When I'm playing against big guys, I battle even harder. You have to prove a point. I won't be a pushover. Kevin?
Yeah, he never backs down. Thanks, David. The Knicks have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Over in the corner, Moutier. Good, and a nice assist from Noah. And it's a 3-point Knicks lead.
Well, how about the vision of Joakim Noah? Wastes no time delivering that pass.
To the paint. And then Durant with the jam.
Well, you cannot let Kevin Durant have that much room to take off. This guy is tremendous as an alley-oop finisher.
And that unleashed chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Cover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Noah the screen. Here's Porzingis. Unable to get that one. Good tee by Bell. Here's Cook. It's rebounded by New York. Porzingis has got 7 rebounds in the game. One big problem for the Knicks last season, Doris, the offense was okay, but the defense let them down.
Right, and the one area that was a strength was shot blocking. But a good defense requires far more than that. It requires quickness. It requires on-point rotations. Their defensive rating ended up being in the bottom 10 last year, Kevin.
Here's Porzingis following the basket by DeMarcus Cousins. Porzingis kicks to Moutier. Now the feed to Noah. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on DeMarcus Cousins.
I tell you, these last couple of years, it has been very difficult for Joakim Noah to absorb all the injuries, but you see the guy keeps fighting.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots at the game right here.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
And how about that quiet confidence with which Noah plays? A long, skilled defender who also chips in occasionally on the offensive end.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
Boy, the missed free throw there keeping this game at even. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them.
Thompson with the bucket.
Well, this is the confidence of Klay Thompson. When he's out there, he is ready to fire on the catch.
Noah, the pass to Canner. Outside Hardaway. There's a screen by Canner. Hardaway picks to Moutier. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. Moutier's got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for the Knicks.
You know, after not scoring a single point in the first quarter, they're still feeding him, and he's showing his appreciation.
There's the pick. The screen from Thompson. Durant against Noah. Durant, the pass to Cook. Over Moutier. Got a hand on it. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Frank Ntilikina is checked in for Noah. And the Warriors also making a change. Curry's checked in. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. There's a screen by Cantor. Moutier kicks to Cantor. Shoots over Cousins. And the Knicks miss again.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Got that bucket in no time at all. And that's now 9 points for Kevin Durant.
Well, listen, you do the best you can to make Kevin Durant take tough shots. But this guy, lightning quick release, unbelievable shooter, so hard to guard him.
Now here's Moutier. He's got 6. Passes it to Knox. Outside Hardaway. Here's Cantor. The Warriors pull it in. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Knicks team.
Yeah, an interconference matchup, and these are two teams at different ends of the spectrum as far as the talent is concerned.
Here's Moutier, following the basket by DeMarcus Cousins. Cantor off the screen, and the rejection by Cousins.
When he puts everything he has into his defense, Cousins can be a force. Big, strong, and smart. Of course, he's going to block his share of shots when he's committed.
Cousins goes up again, and Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got his 3rd rebound tonight.
They're fortunate to be in front given how shaky he's been from the floor tonight.
Cantor with a screen on Durant. Takes the 13-footer. Hardaway, no good.
And why take that contested shot? I mean, make the extra pass.
You know, that's a head scratcher. When the defense is in your grill, move the ball.
Now here's Curry. He has 5. He kicks it to Cousins. Clock at 6. The jump hook. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Cousins has got 8.
I'll tell you, what a start in the first quarter, and now he's taking it to a new level here in the second.
Moutier dishes to Hardaway. Back to Moutier. There's a screen by Cantor. Moutier, no good. Warriors leading by 3. Thompson for 3. Drills the three-pointer. 8 points for him.
Boy, his shot looks so much more fluid this quarter, hitting at a much better clip.
And, of course, we know about DeMarcus Cousins last season and the torn Achilles. I'm just glad to see him back out on the floor and fully recovered. He's put in a lot of work in terms of rehab to make sure that he can get back to doing what he does best.
New York calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Trey Burke's checked in for the Knicks. And the Warriors also making a change. Green's checked in. And with Cousins, and that injury, never an easy one to come back from.
Yeah, it's true. But fortunately, Cousins has the kind of skill set that he's going to be effective no matter when he's on the floor. And great outside shot. The footwork, very smooth in terms of ball handling for that position. And most of the players who aren't the same after an Achilles tear don't have the same skill set that Cousins possesses. That's why I think he'll be fine once he recovers from this injury.
And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Well, to me, the infectiousness with which Draymond Green plays, it impacts everyone around him. I love that.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
77% shooter at the line a season ago. Those are better than average numbers.
That's good from Green.
Now, Steve Kerr has talked about the emotional and spiritual fatigue that can set in for a Warriors team that has now played in 4 straight finals. And remember, Steve Kerr knows a thing or two about this from his years with the Chicago Bulls. They simply have to fight through it.
And he makes both free throws. Well, Coach Steve Kerr looks to give his players breaks. Doris getting away from the game, what he calls filling their cup.
Well, I think, Kevin, it's mentally taxing, battling 10 months a year over and over again. And Steve is emphasizing it's important to have time away from basketball to recharge a bit.
Here's Golden State. They're on a 20-6 run. Curry kicks to Thompson. And again, no good by Golden State.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane. And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Here's Curry. The Knicks making the shot. The pass to Durant. Here's Green. A terrific shot on the turnaround. Green's got the lead up to 11 now for the Warriors.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Cantor kicks to Hardaway. His three-pointers off the mark.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
Now here's Burke. He's covered closely. Cantor with a screen on Curry. Here's Burke. And that one hits back iron.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Well, classic example of crowding the shooter, not letting him get comfortable in the mid-range.
Cantor kicks to Burke. It's stolen by Curry. Shoots over Burke. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Cantor's got 5 rebounds tonight. Knox misses. Warriors leading by 11 to the middle. Here's Cousins. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists in the game. New York's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Hardaway with a wide-open look. Connects from three-point range. Hardaway's got 6.
Well, we know that Tim Hardaway Jr. can space the floor. You don't want to allow him to start cooking.
Outside Curry. Screen by Cousins. Curry passes to Cousins. And Cantor pulls it down.
Boy, a little too casual on the layup. Temporary loss of focus. Not good.
Kicks to Burke. They set the pick. Cantor dishes to Hardaway. And it's Cousins with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
And the Knicks making a change here. Porzingis is checked in. Then for the Warriors, Jerebko comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Livingston in for Thompson. Now here's Burke. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Just 5 on the clock. New York needs to get off a shot. They get it back. Cantor. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Well, Enes Kanter continues to prove his worth, guys. An outstanding player on the offensive end.
And sometimes it seems the age of interior scoring big men has come and gone. Enes Kanter, one of the rare big men who can dominate a game offensively in the paint, great hands, and the strength to create space.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And you talk about Cantor's inside game, but he's got a solid jump shot.
It looks very comfortable all the way out to 20 feet. I think before long we may see him add a three-point shot to his repertoire.
Mario Hezonja's checked in for New York. Ron Baker comes in for Ntilikina. He's perfect from the line this time.
Boy, how outstanding at the line has this guy been. One of the best free throw shooting big men you will ever find.
Screen by Cousins. To the right side. Livingston kicks to Cousins. And he comes up with the deuce. Cousins has got 12 points in the game.
This is a vintage performance from Boogie. The big fella putting pressure on him every single trip down the floor.
Hezonja, the pass to Porzingis. Over Green. him too long on the shot.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Now Burke following the miss by Draymond Green from deep. Burke kicks to Hazonia. Back to Burke from outside the arc. It's rebounded by Golden State. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. Looking to get back on track here. Rebound by DeMarcus Cousins. Cousins has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Pass to Jerebko. Pass to Cousins. This one for 3. No good on the shot. The Knicks go the other way with it. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Just a terrific effort off the bench. Guys came in, they seemed fresh, and they all contributed.
I think, Greg, everyone played their role so well, and I loved how aggressive the guys off the bench were in that one.
That one goes in. 14 points for Porzingis.
Well, Porzingis will make you pay if you collapse off of him.
Curry way outside from beyond the arc and then some.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
You can tell they've got their foot on the gas pedal right now. No slowing down. The defense starting to look helpless.
DeMarcus Cousins, he's been the guy making things happen for the Golden State Warriors. His stat line has been terrific. As the quarter ends, he's already got a double-double. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Steve Kerr and Coach, what is the offensive approach going to be in the second half?
Well, we just have to do what we do, move the ball and wear them down with our ball movement, our cutting, and our spacing, and set better screens, all the usual stuff.
Yeah, it always seems to work out for you in the long run. Thanks, Steve. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to you, I guess.
And
not you.
Not him?
You.
Oh, her, for sure.
Them.
Yes.
This is Ernie Johnson. That's Kenny, that's Shaq. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. During one stretch, they trailed by 7, never falling behind too far. The second quarter was full of highlights for them, and as their play improved, so did their lead. They'll be carrying an 11-point edge into the second half. Hey, big fella, what's your take on Golden State so far?
Well, who would have thought they'd be leading at halftime? I didn't. They were big underdogs coming in. They played up to the level of their competition. If you thought they'd be intimidated by this matchup, think again. They definitely can't relax, though. We're going to have a fight on our hands all the way.
And Kenny, your take on New York?
They just gave up way too many good looks from the three-point line. That means either you haven't followed the game plan correctly or you're not executing it correctly. Either way, it's wrong. So from the looks of the first half, they need to aggressively close out on shooters to close this gap and the score.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
The skyline of Midtown Manhattan so beautifully lit up tonight as we welcome you back to New York City. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. Porzingis with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, the rebounding, particularly on the offensive side, as good as it gets. He was bringing the effort down low.
Well, it's his specialty. There are certain guys who can dominate a half or even an entire game by generating second chances.
We begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but you know, anything can happen. Knicks trail by 11. Inside, it's Porzingis and Cantor. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Ntilikina, and it's Knox in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 for New York right now. Now here is Hardaway. Fades away. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Cousins has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Screen by Cousins. Curry passes to Thompson. Porzingis against Durant. Porzingis with the block.
Porzingis so fast off the floor when he challenges a shot. Helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
New York's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Well, he was fired by the Grizzlies 19 games into last season, Doris, but Coach David Fisdale with a fresh start now with the Knicks in New York.
Well, you think about in Memphis, he tried to shift from the grit and grind to a more modern NBA style, and I think he encountered some resistance there. With the Knicks, more of a clean slate, a chance to build the culture from the ground up.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, the Knicks hope to build a contender around their star player, Kristaps Porzingis. He said, playoff experience would be huge at this point in my career. The sooner, the better. That's the only thing I'm focused on. What I need to do on the court to play better, make my team win. Kevin will see if they can get there together.
Thanks, D.A.
And guys, Cousins blindsided fans and players alike by going to Golden State this past offseason. Cousins knew he'd have to take a prove-it type deal when he entered free agency after that Achilles tear. The deal with the Warriors was put together and finalized fast, and kudos to the Warriors front office for striking when the iron was hot.
He hits the second from the line. Doris, one thing the Knicks did really well last season, protect the rim.
Well, you think about the New York Knicks over the past 3 years. They have been top 10 in block shots in each of those 3. They have been one of the taller teams in the league. Perimeter defense has been the bigger issue for the New York Knicks.
Now here's Curry. Tight defense on him. Three-pointer. And he's good on the 3-ball. Curry's got 11.
And you just feel like every 3 Curry takes is probably going in. His form, his arc on the shot, everything is perfect.
The 3 from Porzingis. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Okay, you got a nice little back and forth going here.
Well, I love how personal this thing is getting. If you drain a 3 on me, anything you can do, I can do better.
Durant for 3. Rebounded by Hardaway. Knicks trail by 7. Here's Porzingis, and the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
What you love is how complete a player Kristaps Porzingis is. There is a variety of ways with which he can score it.
Durant just inside the line, and the wing jumper offline.
Boy, terrific defense to impact the shot, not giving him any space at all.
It's good from long range. Now just a 2-point Warrior lead.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Curry kicks to Cousins. Out of bounds. New York takes possession.
Take a look here at the numbers for Porzingis. He's coming off an excellent season. He put up about 22 points a game last season. Almost 2.5 blocks and 6 rebounds. And with his ability to put the ball in the bucket, he has to be your primary focus defensively.
I think defenses plan to stop him, but very few succeed, Greg. And that's why he's his team's leading scorer.
Count the basket and the foul. And it goes on Draymond Green.
He has not missed a shot in this quarter. They've tried running different things at him, but he's been unstoppable.
And Tim Hardaway Jr. returning to New York with a 4-year, $71 million contract that surprised many. He's got to shoot better than he did last season to be worth that kind of money.
And the Knicks making a change here. Noah's checked in. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. And Hardaway, of course, the son of former all-star point guard Tim Hardaway, who played with the Warriors in the Heat.
Yeah, I mean, Hardaway Jr. much more comfortable, I think, off the ball in terms of spotting up and attacking. Definitely has worked on his ball handling and creating a little bit more of his own offense.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. Porzingis with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Boy, he's been relentless, and to this point, they haven't had an answer for him on the inside. Let's see if they make some adjustments coming out of the timeout.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Thompson outside. Back to Curry. They set the pick. 6 to shoot. Green, the screen. And it's Stephen Curry with a 3. Curry's got 6 here in this quarter.
Talk about stretching out a defense. He's been unstoppable tonight.
I'll tell you, he's nailed everything in sight, and how efficient he has been from outside the arc.
Now here is Hardaway. He's got 9. Noah dishes to Hardaway. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Warriors leading. Down low. Here's Green. Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
Feeds to Green. And Green slams it in.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
Yeah, you know, sometimes your gut tells you to take a shot at the pick and then big move to keep the pressure on.
Well, Steph Curry, widely regarded as the best shooter in the history of the game. He's been so successful playing point guard in the NBA at times. I think we forget that he transitioned from playing shooting guard in his younger days.
First one falls for him. You know, Greg, a lot of players can't make that switch from shooting guard to point guard. You've got to give Steph a lot of credit.
He's worked tirelessly. I mean, we've all seen those free-game ball handling drills. He's still prone to a careless turnover or two, but on the plus side, he rebounds like a shooting guard. And today's point guards are expected to score much more than in days past.
Boy, his free throw shooting has been on the mark tonight. Nothing new there, right?
Thompson left side. Lets it go from 11. Knicks with the rebound. Porzingis has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Stolen by Durant. Cook, the pass to Durant. Back to Cook. Porzingis with the block. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. Pick off in midair. Passes it to Moutier. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Moutier's got it all tied up now for the Knicks.
Well, Emmanuel Moutier, that kind of shot will up your field goal percentage, gentlemen.
The screen from Thompson. And there's the pass to Cousins. He can't get that one. The Knicks have gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. Moutier, no good. Golden State's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. And the call will be against Emmanuel Moutier. That'll be his second foul of the game. And it's the Warriors with the ball. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Thompson's got 13.
Well, Klay Thompson's showing you right now he's got all 3 levels on the offensive end. In the mid-range, yes, sir.
A wide open look here for Porzingis. Second shot opportunity. Noah's shot is off. Warriors shooting is leaving some to be desired. Just 36% here in the third quarter. Here's Thompson. The shot, no good. So New York will take it the other way. Their next game, playing at home, as the Nets come into town. They'll find themselves in the middle of the string of 3 straight at home. Neely Keena kicks to Porzingis, and there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's foul number 2 for him. Azania, he's checked in for the Knicks. And Golden State also making a change. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. Moutier with the ball. 8 points for him. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Knox. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Here's Cook. And a miss there on the triple. New York trailing. Noah, the pass to Moutier. And Moutier throws it down.
A point guard who's got incredible vertical. Emmanuel Moutier, no doubt on the dunk.
Pass to Cousins. Over Noah. They get it back. Porzingis with the block. For the lead. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Here's a look at what's coming up for New York. On Monday, they'll host the Brooklyn Nets. And then on Wednesday, they'll defend home court against the Indiana Pacers.
And that game against the Wizards, on paper, you'd expect them to come away with the win, but this might be one of those trap games where they let it get away from them if they aren't focused.
No good on that one.
Well, back-to-back titles for the Golden State Warriors since the arrival of Kevin Durant. You think about the Western Conference Finals a year ago, the Rockets gave them a run for their money, but no one able to impede the progress of this championship procession.
Ron Baker, he's checked in for Knox. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. And through last season, the Warriors boasting the most wins of any team, Doris, over a 5-year span in NBA history.
They are simply shattering records for wins left and right, and if they keep this core together, there's no sign that this is going to slow down anytime soon.
Now, here's Livingston. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Noah kicks to Porzingis. It's tipped. It's stolen by Curry, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. Cantor, he's checked in for Noah.
Dennis Cantor.
For New York, they've gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime. Shooting 8 of 15. Kept alive. Cantor. Porzingis trying to get free. Cantor's shot is off.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's Livingston, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And Sean Livingston, one of the most unique players in the league, Greg.
6'7" point guard who excels hitting turnaround jumpers in the post. A bouncy finisher around the rim, a versatile defender, and really a cagey playmaker. No one else like him in our league.
Shooting 2.
Throw good, Livingston.
Gentlemen, if ever there was a market that is aching for a competitive team, it is New York. The last time the Knicks saw the playoffs, 2013. Boy, does that feel like an eternity ago.
Trey Burke's checked in for New York. Livingston hits both of them. And thinking back to the Knicks' last postseason appearance, they had some hard-nosed guys on that team.
They sure did. Guys like Tyson Chandler, Kenyon Martin, Jason Kidd. Listen, we know New York's a tough town. Their fans appreciate rooting for those gritty-type players. But in the end, at this point, whatever gets them wins will make them happy.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. This is the list of last season's top shooters from the charity stripe. These guys were practically automatic. Number 1, Steph Curry.
And no doubt he finished the season right where he should have on that list. He was far and away the best free throw shooter in the league.
Now here's Cousins. He's got 13. Shoots over Cantor. And again, it's the Warriors missing. New York's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. There's a screen by Cantor. Hazonia kicks to Cantor. Shot clock at 6. Hazonia on the wing. Defended by Jerebko. The Warriors leading. Outside for Curry. Connects from three-point range. Curry's got 9 points in the quarter.
It's a near instant release on the catch-and-shoot jumper from Steph Curry. Incredible percentage with how quickly he gets it off.
New York calls timeout. Doris, with Jordan Bell comes a highlight reel dunk waiting to happen.
You never know what could happen in transition with the tremendously athletic Jordan Bell. This guy's a high flyer, big-time fan favorite, and I love that despite the flash in his game, this guy is a grounded, high-character individual.
And let's take a look at Steph Curry's numbers. Last season, he played outstanding, first in free throw shooting, and with that effortless stroke, he climbed all the way to the top 15 in three-point percentage.
And as you said, the league's best free throw shooter last season. What a tremendous asset, especially in clutch situations. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Yeah, easy call.
Well, Enes Kanter, when we talk about rebounds per minute, Doris, he's generally very high on that list.
Well, Kev, he's got the size and he's got the strength. But what I really love about him is there's this willingness to mix it up. This is a very physical player.
That's good from Kanter. Greg, you look at the lineup for the reigning champs. When healthy, this team starts 5 all-star players at every position.
And even with Boogie coming back from a devastating injury, this team is scary. People immediately called it the best team ever assembled. Credit the front office, but the Warriors players still have to prove they are the best ever on the floor this season.
Now, here's Jerebko, outside Curry. No good from outside.
Boy, despite the miss, he did a really good job shaking himself completely free from the defense.
It's stolen by Livingston. To the paint. No good from Bell. New York trail it. Here's Baker. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. There's a screen by Kanter. Here's Hazonia. That one wide left. Golden State's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Cousins, the pass to Curry. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Curry's got 11 points here in just the second half. The Knicks shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. Kanter sets the pick for Burke. Porzingis kicks to Hazonia. Pass to Kanter. Shoots over Cousins. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him.
He's trying to make something happen, but obviously been a tough quarter.
Hazonia on the wing. And their jam slams it right over Jerebko.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Now, here's Jerebko. There's the pick. Back to Curry. Cousins with a screen for Curry. 6 on the shot clock. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper. A tight game here in New York. For the tie, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Kanter's got 6 in the quarter.
You must crowd Kanter when he is in the mid-range. He is a knockdown shooter.
59 seconds left to play in the third. Passes to Bell. The rebound by Hezonja. Hezonja's got 6 rebounds here tonight. He feeds it to Burke, and stolen by Burke. That puts them in the lead. Burke's got his first 2 points.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior. 2-for-1 territory, but they got to work quick.
Right, you don't want to rush it, but you do want to get off as quick a shot as possible.
And now, here's Hezonja. Cantor with the screen on Curry. And now, here's Hezonja, guarded by Curry. Hezonja's shot is off. Now the Warriors moving it up. Bell leading the charge. Curry, good.
Well, a performance worthy of an all-time great, and I think at this point we're comfortable putting that label on Stephen Curry.
A big-time effort for Porzingis, providing a lot of energy for the New York Knicks. Scoring, rebounding, he was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And a moment ago inside the huddle with head coach Steve Kerr.
Ball got to move, all right? So just start driving and kicking and moving it on, all right? Just settle in, make easy, simple passes.
And Greg, the offense doesn't look very fluid right now.
I mean, not enough movement. When the ball is zipping around, this team much more difficult to defend.
And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. On the court for Golden State here in the fourth. Green and Bell are the bigs. Steph Curry's out there with Livingston, and it's Jerebko in at the small forward. Outside Curry. Off target from outside. The Knicks shooting has been way good so far. Only 37% from the floor. Here's Porzingis, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And it goes on Draymond Green.
Well, what a pleasure to have a 7-footer who you can play through, because Kristaps Porzingis, that nice shooting form carries over to the free throw line. That is crucial.
That free throw missing. Klay Thompson is checked in for Golden State. Good on the second free throw.
Yeah, love the attitude he's playing with here in the second half. Going strong to the hoop and getting to the free throw line.
Curry dishes to Jerebko. Back to Curry, and stolen by Burke. To the paint. Here's Cantor. Up again, and Cantor able to finish. And the Knicks lead by 3.
I love that Cantor will pursue rebounds out of his area. This guy's such a powerful player who's willing to exert his will.
Outside Curry. The long distance 3 is buried. Curry's got 16 points here in the second half.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
There's a screen by Cantor. Now here's Burke, guarded closely. Gets a hand on it, and Cantor able to finish. Cantor's got 4 this quarter.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. Now here's Curry. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. A different look for New York. Knox, he's checked in for Mario Hezonja. And Frank Ntilikina's subbed in for Burke. The Warriors also with a sub. Durant's checked in for Jerebko. And Bell kicks to Green. Thompson against Hardaway. 4 on the shot clock. Puts it up from 17. He's off on that one. Now the Knicks take it the other way. Now Cantor. Here's Knox. A second chance effort. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the
The line for your Knicks, Kevin Knox. At the line for 2.
The first one falls.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead.
And he can't hit the second. You know, Greg, you hear that since Kevin Durant moved to the Bay Area, he's wasted no time making connections and investments in Silicon Valley.
It's interesting. He's reined in his endorsements by over half, but he's so inquisitive. I think meeting these tech luminaries and learning from them was part of the allure of the Golden State.
And here's Cantor after the three-pointer from Klay Thompson. Here's Ntilikina. Second chance shot. No luck, they battled on the glass but couldn't knock it down. The Warriors have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Durant, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. The offensive prowess of Kevin Durant, we knew it even back in high school, but winning the NBA scoring title at age 21, Doris, that really sealed the deal.
Yeah, in fact, Kevin, becoming the youngest player to ever win a scoring title. He's obviously gone on to do it multiple times. And to me, where he's really advanced is his ability to make plays for the teammates around him. Kevin Durant prides himself on affecting winning at both ends of the floor.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point.
I think Kevin Durant has proven he's all about winning. He's going to do whatever it takes. This guy is a gamer. He can meet the biggest moments, and he's willing to grind. I just love watching this guy go.
Durant hits them both.
And as hard as he is to defend, Durant spends about as much time at the free throw line as anybody.
Here's Ntilikina inside, and the dunk by Porzingis.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. To the middle, and the jam by Kevin Durant.
As great a scorer as he is, Steph Curry is a willing mover of the basketball. He doesn't get enough credit to me for playing the right way.
Now, here's Cantor. There's a screen by Cantor. A 3 from Porzingis. Knocks down the 3-ball. Porzingis has got 33. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
The screen from Thompson. Outside Curry. It's rebounded by New York. Up top, Porzingis. Guarded by Green. Porzingis can't hit.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Well, if he wasn't there, that shot's going in. Love the effort on the defensive end.
And it's Green with the jam.
Well, Draymond Green gives up size at his position on a nightly basis, but how impressive is his ability to take it off the window and convert?
Here's Ntilikina. Cantor with a screen on Curry. Right side, Porzingis. Over Green. Porzingis can't hit. Warriors have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
And Bell is on a mission to show how special he can be. An athletic, energetic forward who plays with a real passion.
2 shots.
shooting 2.
No good on the free throw. And the second free throw, good.
Well, I mean, a semi-productive trip to the free throw line, but we'll see whether or not it costs him.
There's a screen by Cantor. Ntilikina kicks to Porzingis to the inside. Here's Cantor. Shoots over Curry. The shot's good from Cantor. Cantor's got the game tied up here for New York. Golden State's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Curry passes to Green. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 5 assists tonight. New York's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Ntilikina kicks to Porzingis. Hardaway for 3. And again, New York with the triple.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc, 2 in each half, making an impact.
Here's Curry. They set the screen. Throws it up high. Stolen by Cantor. Hardaway against Thompson. Here's Porzingis. Lays it up off the glass. Porzingis has got 35.
Well, guys, his scoring has been maybe the biggest factor in building this lead, and he's got plenty of energy left.
Curry passes to Durant. Green with a screen on Hardaway. Porzingis with the steal. And there's the feed to Hardaway. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And guys, it's been a little bit of an interesting journey for Tim Hardaway Jr., right? He gets drafted by the Knicks, traded after 2 seasons, then goes back to New York on a monster free agent deal.
And he knocks down the first one. Well, Doris, when you think about Hardaway's future, sky's the limit if he can stay healthy.
Right, a high-energy guy, gets after it every possession, willing to sacrifice his body, very much the way his dad played. That's the only way he knows how to play.
The Warriors making a switch here. Cousins is checked in. Hardaway hits them both.
You see, to me, guys, for Tim Hardaway Jr., there's still another level for him to reach. He has proven that he can be a big-time scorer. To me now, it's about consistency and doing it night after night after night.
And he has the chops for this, raising the intensity when it matters most.
Right, you love the aggressiveness. This guy is willing to take over at the key opportunities.
Now here's Porzingis, back to Hardaway. 6 on the shot clock, and Steph Curry with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Golden State on D. Porzingis can't hit.
Kicking himself on that one. That is the shot he wanted.
Well, that's usually money in the bank for that guy. Not sure how he missed that one.
Now here's Porzingis following the miss by Draymond Green.
Boy, for a capable three-point shooter, that's one he expects to make.
Porzingis with the steal. The drive by Cantor. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. Cousins, and so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. The Warriors making a switch here. Jones is checked in. The first free throw is good. And Cantor drops them both. Warriors trail by 4. Outside Curry. Tries from 16. Good as the jump shot falls. Curry's got 18 points now here in the second half. New York's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Kicks it to Cantor. And there's the call on Durant. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2.
How about Steph Curry, guys? You look at the superstar beginnings. Think about he was born in Akron, Ohio, the same city as, of course, the great LeBron James. In fact, born in the same hospital, just 39 months apart. Something in the water over there, guys.
And he makes the first. And talking about Curry's start, his parents were tremendous athletes themselves.
That's exactly right. His father, Dell, played 16 seasons in the NBA. His mom was a standout volleyball player. His sister was, too. Athleticism runs in the family. Those are some pretty good genes.
Kevon Looney is checked in for Damian Jones. Warriors trail by 4. Outside Curry. Outside Durant. From 12 feet out. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 7th assist here tonight.
Well, we know Kevin Durant can score from all 3 levels. That one, a chippy for him.
Ntilikina kicks to Porzingis. Shoots the 3. Drills the 3-pointer. Porzingis has got 38 points.
Boy, what has gotten into him? He's taken his game to an unreal level this quarter.
Timeout called the Warriors. Porzingis with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Just killing it from deep. They've got to be all up in his jersey at all times. Give him even an inch, and you just ask him to drop another triple on him.
Now the presentation of our Jordan player of the game, Kristaps Porzingis.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the break. He does not think they're giving him everything. He said they've been faster to us all night. Loose balls, rebounds, everything. We got to wake up. It's slipping away, and we're letting it happen. We got to seize this game. We'll see if he lit a fire under him, guys.
Here is House. And again, no good by Golden State. Ntilikina passes to Cantor. Here's Knox. And Durant sends it back.
And Durant isn't just a powerhouse on offense. He also has a great sense of timing for when to block shots.
Jordan Bell's checked in for Golden State. Warriors trail by 5. Thompson outside. Lobbed up there for Durant. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Kevin Durant calmly steps into that shot with the game hanging in the balance. Love it.
Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
Well, one thing we know, Porzingis is fearless. He had no hesitation on what was a huge basket for them.
Golden State's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Outside Durant. He kicks it to Thompson. Over Hardaway. And that one hits back iron.
Boy, no idea why. Look at the fadeaway. How clean. Look at the basket.
And Thompson sends it back.
We know that Thompson is an excellent defender. He does such a good job timing shots for those rejections.
Top of the key. Sinks it. And the shot from Porzingis. Porzingis has got 42 in the game.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Well, you want to slow this man's roll right now if you're the defense, because you've got to make somebody else beat you. He's cooking right now.
And here's Porzingis after the 3-pointer from Klay Thompson. Porzingis can't hit.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Powered down as the whistle blows. A three-point play chance.
You know you can count on Draymond Green to make good decisions. This guy comes up with a lot of terrific assists.
Terrific and one on that one. Those are the kind of plays, guys, that win basketball games.
Neely Keenan kicks to Porzingis. Lets a floater go, and he lays it up and in. Porzingis has got 44.
Very hard to contend with a player with the size and touch and well-rounded offensive game that Kristaps Porzingis has.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. Cantor trying to free himself up. Great tee that time from Green. To take the lead. Bell's shot is good. Bell's got 8 points in the quarter.
Not going to keep Bell down. He takes pride in muscling his way through any obstacle the defense presents.
Here's Porzingis, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Green, and so he's picked up his final 5. And he will sit for the rest of this game. Jerebko's checked in for Green. He sinks the clutch free throw. And so making both free throws, that'll give them the lead here.
Boy, what a steady presence at the line. Whether it's a blowout or a tight game like this one, his stroke never varies.
Timeout called the Warriors. They trail by 1. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Jerebko the screen. Hardaway with the steal. Inside, it's tipped. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession.
Playing with lots of energy here, trying to cause turnovers.
I love the tenacity right now. Definitely on the prowl, looking for every opportunity to make a steal. The other team has got to be sharp.
It's stolen by Bell. Durant in the corner. Right between the eyes.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're down by 2. 34 seconds left in the game. Guys, what's your take?
Yeah, and looking at how much time they have, I think it's likely we'll see them try to get a good look and score quickly.
Bell against Porzingis. New York, no good that time either.
And you know they wanted that one to go down.
Let's prove it time. Fourth quarter. Don't get it done now. No more chances.
Now here's Curry. Jerebko the screen. Thompson for 3. Rebounded by Knox. New York calls timeout. They're trailing by 2. 8 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Porzingis passes to Ntilikina. Porzingis inside. Oh, off target.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Well, that's just stellar interior defense. You can't ask for anything more than that.
So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Steph, everyone knows you do a lot of different things for this team, but what would you say your primary focus is?
Trying to just take responsibility of my defensive duties. Each of the point guard, force them in a different situation, difficult shots. Being our first, line of defense, as they're bringing the ball up, put pressure on them, and try to take them out their offense. That's a lot of great point guards in this league, so I got to be able to do that all year and try to get a good start to that this season.
That's what franchise players do, play at both ends. Thank you, Steph. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.